She said it casually, almost casually enough to make me doubt my own ears. Let's take a break. No yelling, no tears, no dramatic fight. Just a few words tossed at me like they meant nothing. In that instant, I realized that everything I thought we had, the memories, the plans, the quiet moments that had meant everything to me, meant far less to her than I had imagined. She wanted a pause. But what she couldn't know was that I was about to redefine what taking a break really looked like. We had spent nearly 5 years together. I believed our relationship was solid, not flawless, but steady. We laughed, traveled, planned our future. At least, I thought we did. It was a Thursday evening, and we were supposed to be packing for a cruise we had reserved months in advance. I was bubbling with excitement. She seemed distant, distracted. Then she dropped it. "I think we should take a break," she said, calm, almost rehearsed. I blinked, waiting for the punchline. A break from what? We hadn't been fighting. Nothing was falling apart, but the expression in her eyes told me everything. She wasn't unsure. She wasn't conflicted. She was already gone. "Why?" was all I could manage. "I just need some space to figure out what I want," she shrugged, like it was nothing. Her words cut deeper than any argument ever could. Space? We had space. Time. Understanding. What she wanted wasn't space. It was freedom from me, from us. I didn't argue. I didn't plead. I didn't crumble. I simply nodded, stood up, and said, "Okay, take your space." But inside, I was already making plans. That cruise wasn't refundable, and I had no intention of letting her ruin it. If she wanted space, she could have it, at home, alone, because I was going with or without her, and I wasn't going alone. Enter her best friend. Let's call her Emily. I hadn't planned for this, not initially. Emily had always been around. She noticed the little things my girlfriend often forgot. She remembered my birthday, checked in when I was quiet, listened when I needed someone to hear me. We weren't close, but there had always been a connection. When word got out that we were on a break, Emily reached out. "I'm sorry she did this to you. You don't deserve it." I stared at her message for a long moment. Compassion? Maybe, but I saw an opportunity. "Thanks. Funny thing. There's a cruise ticket with her name on it. Want to come instead?" I typed. After a pause, it felt like forever. She replied, "When do we leave?" The day of the cruise, my ex texted, "Are you still going?" She sounded like she expected me to cancel. I sent her a photo of me and Emily on the deck, drinks in hand, the endless ocean behind us. No words, just silence. She typed, stopped, typed, stopped. Nothing. That quiet was sweeter than any speech I could have made. On the ship, things were awkward at first. Emily and I both felt the tension of what had happened, the unspoken lines between us. But as the days passed, the tension melted. We laughed, explored, danced beneath the stars. She listened in ways my ex never had, looked at me with a warmth that felt real, unforced. One evening, with the soft crash of waves beneath the ship, Emily said, "You know, she never deserved you." I should have shrugged it off, but instead I admitted, "I don't think I realized how unhappy I was until now." Her smile said more than words ever could. That trip became about more than revenge. It was about rediscovery, realizing I deserved more, deserved happiness, respect, and care. Back home, my ex finally broke her silence. She showed up at my apartment, eyes red, voice trembling. "You went with her? My friend? How could you?" I looked at her steadily. "You wanted a break?" "I just took one," I said. She froze. No words came. She had expected me to wait, to linger while she decided what she wanted. She hadn't counted on me moving forward, and moving forward with someone she thought untouchable. Emily and I didn't ride off into some romantic fairy tale. There were no promises of forever, no grand declarations. But the trip changed me. I realized I wasn't invisible. I mattered. I was worthy of love and attention. And my ex? She was left with the consequences of her choice. Her pride shattered. Her friendship with Emily ended. And the person she thought she could manipulate had moved on. She said, "Let's take a break," thinking she controlled the situation. What she didn't realize was that she had handed me the chance to walk away. And I didn't just walk. I sailed, and I didn't look back.